Literally the only reason I want a boyfriend is so I can soft launch them.
I really want a boyfriend.
Nowadays, I feel like everyone and their sister wants to be in a relationship. But do you want to be in a relationship? Or are you just seeking a girlfriend or a boyfriend just for the title of it? Just to post it on Instagram and show everybody that you're in a happy relationship and they should be jealous. Or maybe you just want someone to comfort you at night or someone to listen to all your problems when you need it. But that's not the reality of a relationship, a healthy relationship. If you want to be in a relationship, you have to accept a whole different person and you have to work through problems with them. You have to communicate with them and not just use them as a cash grab or use them as an emotional outlet. And I'll be honest, a lot of people don't know what it means to be in a healthy relationship. Some people just don't know what they're looking for. They don't have guidance for it, and they're just experiencing stuff where they're telling themselves like, why am I experiencing this when I just want a serious, healthy, loving relationship? Why am I experiencing all these trash men who are coming to me and just wanna like have my attention, but they don't have any intention? So basically, you end up wasting time on people who are not there to serve you, to serve your goal, which is a healthy relationship. And honestly, I would like to help you avoid wasting that time, wasting that energy, wasting your emotional energy on people who don't deserve it, because it just drains you, it mentally drains you, and you want to keep that energy for someone who's right for you, for someone who is ready to build a healthy life with you. Now listen, I'm not judging you if you want a relationship based on money or based on physical touch. You go, sister, if that's what you want. But I want to help those who are seeking to actually live life with a partner who is equal to them, a partner who is there for them and they're there for their partner. If you want to live that healthy lifestyle, then this video is for you. But first of all, let's discuss, why is it that you want a relationship? Do you just see Instagram posts, stories, and TikToks all day and you're like, damn, I want someone to buy me this, I want someone to take care of me, I want someone to hold my hand with. You can have that, but that's not a relationship. That's just photos betraying stuff that happens, positive stuff, which are not the whole relationship. It's just moments. So if you want those moments, just take a friend, hold their hand, take a picture. Those things are a part of a relationship. A part. They're not everything, and they won't be everything that you'll have to handle in a relationship, because being in a relationship with someone means accepting them, knowing them, and dealing with a bunch of stuff which you probably haven't thought about before, which you haven't really thought, oh, this person has a past, has desires, has dreams, and we have to navigate a whole relationship with those things often clashing. That's why you have to know the person before you get into any type of relationship with them or just start dating them. You have to know, what is it they want to do in the future? What if they want to live abroad and you want to live in your country? What if that happens? Your whole relationship will collapse if one can compromise with the other. So that's why really knowing who you are getting involved with is a very important thing, and you can't just desire being in a relationship, because otherwise you will compromise yourself. You'll be like, I'm ready to compromise as long as I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend who supports me, who's there for me. But no, that's not the whole picture. You are gonna live, if you want to live a whole life with a person, you gotta know what is it they want in their life, who they are. Are you ready to live with this person? Are you ready to deal with the stuff they have? Those are questions you need to ask, not just how attractive they are, how many friends they have, what's their clothing style. Those are like good things to think about, but they're not the whole picture, and they're a very small part. And I feel like if you really think about the future, you will be able to cancel out the people who are not relevant to you, the people who are just there to waste your time and waste your energy, because that would just be a burden in the future if you waste your energy on people who do not serve your goals. I will say that experience is a teacher. I wouldn't know what I wanted if I didn't experience stuff with people, but I did my best to cancel out those who didn't serve me, who I didn't see any future with because they're playing or they are just talking to multiple girls at a time. And it's like, do I want my future husband to be that guy who talks to multiple girls at a time and is not able to even focus on one because he has such a deep desire to actually get in a relationship, but he's not sure who he wants? Oh, poor him. Do I want that? No. Do you want that? No. But if I didn't meet those people, I wouldn't have known if it's good for me or bad for me. Now, experiencing that stuff with those men I talked to did help. Experience will help you, but it's not everything. You can prevent an emotional baggage if you understand what it is you want first. I'm talking about a healthy relationship, a real relationship, not surface level bullcrap that people show off at the internet. You want someone who's gonna be there, who's gonna be your partner, not your sugar daddy or not your sneaky link or whatever it is you want to call it. We're not seeking it here, okay? So how do we reset our mindset? You really have to think, what is it that you want to avoid? What is it that you don't want in your partner? For me personally, if I see a guy smoking weed out the damn door, if you can't communicate, no thank you. No, you just gotta know. You just gotta know what is it that you want. You have to experience, you have to see other people's interactions and be like, do I want that? No, I do not. Look at your parents. Take example for your parents. Are they happily married? Look at what they're doing. Are they going on weekly dates? Talking to each other? Great. If they're not happily married, what is it that they're doing wrong? What is it that you don't want? They can't communicate? You don't talk to each other? That's not good. That's not a healthy relationship, that's for sure. You just gotta understand what is it that you want to avoid. You can't seek someone if you don't know what is it that you don't want. For example, if that person, they're not open, they're not ready to be vulnerable with you, you are wasting your time. So don't waste that time. And actually save that time for you, because you need to work on yourself instead of wasting your time on those people who are just wanting your attention and wanting your energy, when you should invest in yourself and work on yourself until you find that actual suitable person. Now, I will emphasize this, a lot of people are just a big waste of time, which is not really, because you do learn from everything you go through, but you do want to avoid wasting your emotional energy on people who will not be there in the future. And I feel like you reach those people through dating apps or like Instagram. I feel like most people who I talked to which were a waste of time were from those sources, because you don't really know the person. Think about it. You're flirting with someone, you don't know what their goals are, you don't know who they are, you don't know what their values are, so you're just going based on how they look and if you enjoy talking to them, which is, it's a good thing, but there's so much more. And then you discover more and more things, and then you're like, oh, this person is not what I thought, but I invested so much time in. Why shouldn't we try? And then you try, and then it doesn't work. Or it might, you don't know. But they might just not be aligned with your values. You might just be starting to compromise because you really like the person. You really like talking to them and stuff. I feel like that's why dating apps are also just a big pile of crap. I feel like the most preferable way is getting to know someone in real life. Friends of friends, or like a friend. You know, just get to know in real life, get to know who the person is before you try anything with them. I will admit that some people are successful in those platforms. I did know a couple who was successful in it, though I don't know how their relationship really worked, so I can't judge. But I did try for myself. I know I didn't find anything on there, and I know that I am a bit more serious than certain people in those platforms, and it is very rare to find serious people. They base everything on how you look on these apps, and they follow multiple girls, they click on multiple girls, they like multiple girls, and it's like, it's very numbing in a way. You're just judging someone based on their looks, you're giving them a little bit of attention, and then you're like, oh, I'll just move on to the next one because I don't like this one and I have so many others on these platforms. So okay, you go for it, I guess, but it does not help you with building intention because you have so many options and you're just like looking at so many people and you're like, oh, there's another one here, there's another one, there's so many chances I can take. Get away from me. I it's just the experience in dating apps and Instagram in general did not help me at all. It made me like think that men are just like the old thing about your surface and nothing else. But I know it's really tough nowadays, so you do you try what is good for you. But I think that knowing a person in real life would be preferable, because then you actually learn who they are before you judge if you want to date them. You get to learn their values, their goals, who they are, how they act in public, how they act in certain events or certain situations. So you get to judge for yourself in real life and not just through text, which is, you can't really judge someone through text, can you? It's about the whole dating app. It's not just about men, it's also about women. It just numbs out people in general. You're seeing a person profile, you're judging how they're sitting, you're judging how they look on their face, and you're like, oh, I like it, oh, I don't like it, and you see it over and over again, and it's so numbing. You're not really getting to know the person, you're just judging them based on their look. And what if this person could be your soulmate or something, and you're judging them based on one bad picture they have? It's just numbing. Basically not treating them as a person, you're treating them as a pretty picture or an ugly picture. That's all you're doing in those apps. And then you might get to know them in the chat or whatever, and those chats usually do not go anywhere most of the time. Or maybe you go over to Instagram, you know, you talk a little bit, and then like you discover that this person is not what you thought, they're not what you want, and then you have to start all over again, which is draining, to be honest. So I don't suggest it, but if you want to try, you have nothing to lose, really. And I know it's tempting to download and answer those DMs, because what if it is your soulmate? What if that one person on that DM is your one? Well, if it is your one, you will meet them in real life and not on Instagram or in dating apps, because it's your soulmate. You'll meet them when you need to. It does not matter. You'll meet people in real life, and I will say that people in real life are not much better, to be honest. But you want to minimize the damage, let's say, especially if you're a woman. You emotionally invest quicker. I don't want to emotionally invest. And if you know how to stop yourself, good for you, sister. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm a lover girl, so I need to take measures in order to avoid getting hurt too much. Now that we have a clear direction of what to avoid and what we don't want, let's talk about what we do want. What are your 5 non-negotiables that you're not ready to lower your standards for? What is it that you really need in your life, you really need in a partner in order to live that healthy lifestyle, live in that healthy relationship? Do you want that person to be funny? Do you need them to be emotionally intelligent, maybe good at communication or good with kids? Whatever it is for you that you need them to be, that will be your non-negotiable. As I'm saying, you can't compromise on this. And on the other side, you can't be too picky, because we're all human. We all have our flaws, and your future partner or your current partner probably will and has those flaws, whatever it is. But you just gotta know what it is you can compromise and what it is you can't compromise. You just really have to limit yourself. You have to say, this is what I need, this is what I want, and I'm not ready to give up on it. You'll get what you want eventually. And you can't pick too many non-negotiables, because otherwise that would be just unrealistic. People are people have mistakes, people have their past, and people have their flaws. So you gotta know what to accept and what not to accept. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and that's all I could share, really, because I personally haven't been in a good relationship. I'm teaching you what I have learned through those bad situations so you can avoid them.